finally made it back to my property. They put me in a mental institution just because they think I'm crazy because of my last video. Blowing up tannerite point blank? That ain't dumb at all. That's just everybody does that. Everybody and their brother, and they think I'm some sort of crazy nut. Well, I don't need to be in no mental institution, and they picked the wrong guy. The guy who plays with tannerite, the for fun, who grips it in his hand. They put him in the mental hospital. They are going to regret this. That is a bad, bad idea. Welcome to another episode of Let's See What Happens. Sorry about being away for so long. It's been like a month since I posted my last video. And, well, as you see in the intro, I had some business to deal with, but I done took care of that. I don't hold grudges, though. All right. I have today some lead, and I've got a lot of lead. Each of these little ingots here weighs about, I don't know, about 2 pounds or so. And then I have a big ingot, and I've got 12 of those, and then I've got a big ingot. This thing weighs about 40 pounds, and it is very heavy. You thought I couldn't lift that. Ha, 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 ha. Look at this. Oh! Well, anyway. That's what I think about that. All right. Anyway, we're going to shoot this lead today. How much lead do you think it would take to stop a bullet? See, if I'm in an x-ray room, I'm told that those walls are surrounded by lead. Would I be safe in an x-ray room from a bullet? Of course, the lead's only like that thick, but let's see what happens. We'll start at a 22, work our way up to something much bigger. All right, we're going to start out with a Ruger 1022 chambered in .22 long rifle. I'm going to shoot one into each stack. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, let's take a look at what happened. Alrighty, that did a lot more than I expected. Lead is very, very soft, and so just the 22 went like halfway through each one of these. The bullet is, it's part of the ingot now, but it didn't go all the way through. We still got plenty more. We got the whole big block. Let's see where we can go from here. All right, got a little Burst of Thunder 380, chambered in 380. I have a Fiocchi 95 grain full metal jacket. Let's go hot. Alrighty, that really didn't even go much farther, but as you can see, it left the whole copper jacket inside there and everything, and it really didn't get much farther though. So while the 22 went in a lot farther, it was much, much smaller. This did not go near as far, although I can feel it pushing through the back. So let's move it up to something a little bigger and see what happens. I got a 38 special, and it's moving a lot slower, but it's a lot bigger. Let's see what happens. 38 special out of this Taurus snub nose revolver. Let's see what happens. Let's try it now. Alrighty, that went in there, and that was a full jacket lead round. It did not go any farther in. Definitely can feel it sticking out the back, or the lead pushed out, but it definitely didn't go any farther in than it did before. So let's move it up. I'm taking some away every time, but it looks like a 2-pound block of lead would protect you if you could cover yourself in them. That'd be really heavy plate carrier. All right, Ruger P94 chambered in 40 S&W. It is ready to go. Going to the left side. Oh, I just nicked it. Let's try that again. There we go, that's a hit. Alrighty, that made a lot bigger. Oh, that is quite warm. And it's definitely bulged out the back. That made a lot bigger of a hole. And as you can see the jacket in here. The lead actually pushed out of the jacket. Let me see if I can pull that out of there.
Well, not without destroying it. It just sandwiched all that copper in there.
Well, I don't think that's coming out. But it still stopped it with only one block of lead. Let's move it up to something even bigger now. Alright, I got a knot sighted in AR-15, chambered in 5.56. And actually, I think I have 223 in here. I've got a full metal jacket, then a green tip, which is steel core, I believe. Alright, I'm having a problem with my full metal jacket. We're just going to go green tip, steel core in the left side. Hopefully I can hit it. We're not sighted in. Still nothing. Let's try that. I missed. All right, that scope was not sighted in, and even if it was not sighted into 3 yards. And I hit the center block below the lead. Didn't do anything to the lead. Knocked over the camera stand. Hopefully our camera's okay. All right, being this does not have backup sights and my scope is so far out, I am going to just shoot it point blank. I think we'll be okay. Let's see what happens. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, we went through one. It bonded them together. I cannot get them apart, but that stopped it. Good night. This is from a previous bullet where I nicked it with the 40. But that stopped it. That has got a huge, woo, that's hot. All right, and that made a huge hole. It's very hot in there. I cannot get these apart. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe I'll just break my cinder block again. Yep. Ow. All right, I don't think they're coming apart. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Got them. All right, take a look at this. As you can see, it blew right through that one and into this one and just shredded that thing. That was just a 223. That thing's moving. It's much smaller, but it's way, way faster. Moving about 2,500 feet per second to 3,000 feet per second. All right, let's move it up to something bigger. All right, I got a 20 gauge shotgun. I don't have any slug for it. I've got buckshot though. We're gonna try that and see what happens. I moved my slow-mo camera a little bit farther away, so sorry about that, but I just don't want to break it. Let's go out and see what happens. All right, you can see this, and it bonded those together. There we go. Somehow, oh wow, look at this. Come up close. So you can see the wad got stuffed in there. And that one went through so much that it almost came out the back and it dented this. But nothing went through it. It even stopped buckshot. I think the slug is going to give it a run for its money though. So let's see what happens with that with a 12 gauge slug. All right, I got a 1 ounce slug coming out of my trusty old break barrel shotgun. I don't even know what brand it is. It works. Let's see what happens. I don't know if I want to sit this close. We call that aromatherapy. Alrighty. I see two. I had three sitting there, I think. No damage, no damage. My cinder block is gone. Oh, it's back here. But I don't see the other lead ingot. I don't see it at all. I'm going to watch the slow-mo and see where it went. Found it. Nope, that's a different one from earlier. I'm going to watch the slow-mo and see where it went. I'll get back with you. Alrighty, I found it down here. And look at that. That is amazing. You can see the mark from the cinder block that the pressure put on it. But look at that hole. I mean, there's my fingers for reference. That is huge. Try and put your fist in there. Well, your hand's not that small, but that is a huge hole from a slug about that big around. There's a lot of energy dump with a 12 gauge, but it stopped it. The slug is just spread out inside of here. I've only got one bigger rifle for you today. So far, an AR goes through 2. I think the next rifle is going to go through at least 2. The AR didn't go through 2. It went into the second. I think the next one's going to go through 2. There's the .223 caliber round, which comes out of the AR-15. There is a 7mm Mauser that comes out of my Spanish Mauser. That is a mite bigger, moving a lot faster. It's actually moving about the same speed, but it's got a lot more velocity momentum behind it. Let's see what happens. Yep. Got my 1898 Spanish Mauser, shooting a lead round point. Let's see what happens. All right, that definitely hit something. All right, we've got one down here. Got one right here. Got one down here. I only had 3 there, right? So I missed them. I hit the center block. I cannot believe I can't. All right. Now, when you're shooting stuff and you want accuracy, you have 2 options. One, you can be a good shot and have a sighted in scope, or you can give them reason to put you in the mental institution. That's what I'm going to do. I think I hit something. Alrighty, this is from our 12 gauge earlier. This is what we just shot. Woo! So, you can't see this here, but it's got concrete on it from the concrete block where it hit it and it took concrete with it. But look at that hole. That is a monstrous, gigantic hole. It did not go through 2. It went out of the 1 and into the 2 and kind of made them 1. I'm going to see if I can break it apart here. I got an idea to break it apart. Let's try this. Well, I thought that might work. It didn't, but it made a big dent. It's hot. I think I'm destroying more cinder blocks than I am lead ingots. That's a big hole, but it stopped it. So with 2 lead ingots, you'd be safe from about anybody shooting anything at you. At 2 pounds a piece, 4 pounds, because it's too thick. You would need a lot to cover this area. I estimate that would be 2. A lot. Your weight vest, it'd be a weight vest. It wouldn't be a ballistic vest. But hey, look at that! I knocked my. This is the bullet that I just shot. Out of that 40. And it just completely destroyed that thing. It's quite warm still. All right. I got one more idea because I still have this big 40-pound ingot. I want to shoot it with some 12-gauge buckshot and see what happens with that. First, I want to drop it on this thing and see if I can break the slate under here. I'm going to cut this fabric up so you can see whether it breaks or not. Now, the slate is already kind of weakened because of somebody blew holes in it. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that did it. That is a lot of weight. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, now how do I get it out of there? Oh. That'll test your grip strength. All right, let's hit it with some buckshot. See what happens. Back with my trusty 12 gauge. We're going to start out with some double up buck. See what happens. I definitely hit it a bit low. Let's try it again a little higher. That's a slug. Let's try some buckshot. Double up buckshot. Maybe I should hit it from farther away. That's not spreading much. We blew another hole in the slate. There's the wad. Oh, it destroyed it. Let's suffice it to say that. Let's try a slug like right there. All right, let's see what happens. Freshly shot sulfur. It smells delicious. 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 All right, I know I said that was the last shot, but I just realized the slow-mo did not work of the 7mm Mauser before. Let's give that another shot. I might have to go to a program to get off this addiction. Wow. Alrighty. We have a big bulge out the back. Ooh. That is a gigantic hole there. Can you tell on the camera? Can you see that? Good night. I mean, look how deep that is. That is huge. Alrighty. Well, I think we see what happens when we shoot lead. It does a pretty good job of stopping bullets. It's very, very dense, very heavy, and it's very soft. And those three things, or at least the dense and the soft, help immensely with stopping a bullet because it's very dense and it's very soft. I know we get real scientific on this channel. It's dense and it's soft, and that really helps it stop a bullet because it's dense and it's soft. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it and you feel that I've earned it, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. I'll tell you what helps the algorithm the most is when you leave a comment and you share the video with somebody else and you watch all the way through it to the end. Those 3 things help more than anything else, even if you don't subscribe. But if you could do all those things, that'd be awesome. If not, I still thank you for watching, and I'm gonna try and get back here soon. I got some exciting videos coming up. You'll see me next time. Thanks for watching.